Hello everybody, so this is pretty much the final video when it comes to assembling our desk lamp, and then we're going to start thinking about rendering. But the final thing we need to do is position our wing nut and our bolt, which we made invisible a lot earlier. We're going to bring those back in now in terms of turning on the visibility, and we're going to position those in place using some more joint commands. Okay. So to do this, we are going to, I'm just going to zoom out. Sorry, I'm going to turn off the visibility of a bunch of things just so that don't get in my way, because I just want to focus on this here. So we're going to turn the base off, the connector, and we're just going to focus on those two poles, okay? And what we're going to do is, real simply, we're going to do again, we're going to press J. We're going to capture position. This time we're going to use this one, cylindrical, and if you hover over it, it'll tell you what it means. Component rotates around and moves along a single axis. So that sounds quite fitting for what we want to do with this. We're going to go position. I'm going to select, and this is where you've got to be really careful with your mouse selections. I'm going to select that one there, and then I'm going to select along here. And now I'll get a nice little preview which goes through it. Okay, I'm going to press OK to that. Next job I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and get this so this is rotated and sunk into this bottom pole, but I'm going to turn off the visibility of the top one for this. I'm going to go look at, I'm going to look at there, and I'm going to do a bit of I'm going to rotate this and try and get this on an even, or as close to an even axis with this face. Okay, so it's in line, because at the moment it's not quite in line, as you can see, but we're going to give it a go. So I'm going to go use the look at tool. I want to look at this face here to begin with. I'm then going to press onto the, I'm not activating, I'm just highlighting it. I'm going to press the M key. I'm going to try and manipulate this to get it to move, but I can't find the right wheel. I think it is this one that I want. I'm going to try and rotate that over and get it as close as I can. I think I went the wrong way then. I'm going to try it again. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to select the part first here, and then M. I think it's always better to do that, to select the part here. Don't activate it, because then it selects the whole component, and then press M. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, as you can see, I've been doing it on the, oh no, not too far away. I'm going to give this a few more goes to see if I can get it in line. I'm not too sure how we can align them other way at this stage, but we'll see how we go. There we go, that's the one I want. That's looking a bit better, so this top face here is more in line. If I do another look at now, you can see pretty much spot on. So this one is, so all I need to now do is move it inwards a bit more. So I'm going to bring this in. I want it to overlap up to about there, I'd say. I'm happy with that. I'm going to press OK. So what we have is our nut in there, and then I'm going to use the combine tool again to cut out that area. So I'm going to go combine, capture position. Target body is this one. The tool is this one. I'm going to make sure it says cut, and we're going to keep the tool and press OK. And then we should have that square hole in there then. And the idea, the reason we've used this nut is so that when that slots in, this won't move, this won't rotate, it'll be locked in place like that. And that's why we've done that and used that tool. Okay. So I'm going to undo that move, and that is as we want it. And now we're going to do another joint just with the wing nut. So I'm going to press J. This time I'm going to select a revolve. I'm going to use the same one actually. Yeah. I'm going to use this joint, this cylindrical joint. I'm going to go in, I'm going to select on here. I want it to be this. I'm going to get it so it selects that and it has that disc in the middle like so. I'm going to press that. Then we're going to go back up to here, and I'm going to use this one here, but I want to get it so that the disc is in the middle. Now, it's quite hard to select this at the moment and see it because the bolt is in the way, so I'm going to turn that off for a minute. This is what I want. So I want that to be cylindrical about that axis there for this purpose. Now, this is a bit of a cheat, I suppose, but just because I'm not exactly sure how to get this to fully go along the thread, but we're just trying to mimic it for now. And then I'm going to press OK. So as you can see, this will revolve on there, but it's not exactly as it would be in terms of the internal thread of this on the external thread of that. But for what we need for this purpose, I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to bring this in. We obviously don't want clashes to happen. So again, we go assembly, we go new contact set, and we're going to say that this part should not go past, when it contacts this part, it should not conflict. So we're going to press OK. So now if I try and rotate it along, it goes up to the edge and no longer sinks in. Okay, as you can see. Fantastic. So we've got our nut and bolt in position there now. So we'll turn the whole thing on. We're going to go home. And as you can see now, we've got our lamp all drawn out and ready. Now, the great thing about Fusion 360 is, what I like about it is that you do everything on one interface, if you like. So we don't have to kind of like open up files or open them up in other platforms. So here we're in the design area. If you click this, there's all these different things that we can do. And eventually I'm going to develop these tutorials to show you how you can show an animation of all the parts going together, how you can make an orthographic drawing. But what we're going to do next is we're going to render. So we're going to click on that, and you have to give your laptop a minute for it to go and update to this platform. And here it's just giving us a warning that the color component cycling has been disabled because we don't need it for this view. We're going to then just zoom all here. And as you can see, we've got a totally different toolbar up here. And in the next video, we're going to dive into rendering. Okay.